Hi everyone, hope all is well. Today I'm featuring my favorite red carpet looks from the 2023 Golden Globes that just took place. I'm not one to watch award shows. I just really focus on the fashion that walks down the red carpet. And so I like to give my take on each design that I am featuring. I don't like to knock or, talk bad about any of the celebrities and what they're wearing, which is kind of what I see on some of these websites, where they kind of tear down the people. And that's not what I'm about. I want to feature the designs that I think are really beautiful and should be highlighted, and maybe comment on where I think something could have been a little bit better, or a change could have been made. But other than that, I just want to feature the ones that I really thought were beautiful, and I hope you like what I have to share. And feel free to comment down below, and we can discuss some of the looks and what you felt as well. Alrighty, take care. The first style that I'm featuring was worn by Viola Davis, and the designer is Jason Wu. I love the color of this dress. In my prior video, you know that I love cobalt and shades of blue. And I think that this dress, suited her figure very nicely. I love the draping over the shoulder and kind of connects towards the side on the hip. I think it just, flatters her body. I know that she had stepped in water, and that is why her dress on the bottom is darker. But let me tell you something. I can kind of see where this could be really cool, like if it was intentional, where they dipped the dress into like a darker blue, and that it was kind of like that's the effect they were going with. But that's not the case. It was just that her dress is wet. And so, that's how my brain works, and I'm thinking, wow, that's a really cool, contrast that they did on the bottom. But no, it was that her dress was wet. And so her hair looks beautiful. The accessories that she wore, very simple with the bracelet and the clutch, and she just looks beautiful. I think it's a color that suited her very nicely, and I know I loved it. What did you think? The next dress I'm featuring was worn by Jenna Ortega and the designer Gucci. This dress is really beautiful. It's from their spring 2023 collection. You can go online and Google the runway show, where it was worn by actually two girls down the runway, and they had paired it with some leopard tights, it looks like. The cutouts of the dress are beautiful. I do love like the very soft pleating on the sleeves. She looks beautiful. I mean, the color kind of feeds off of her hair color. And so she looked really pretty. The kind of the flipped out hair was simple, and she just looked beautiful. I think it's a beautiful dress, and she did wear it well. The next dress I'm featuring was worn by Lily James and designer Atelier Versace. It was a custom gown, and this dress is beautiful. It's very runway to me. She looks great in it. It's really just a beautiful dress. There's so many details going on. But the only comment I would have is maybe the makeup in this look. I don't know if I'm crazy about the lip shade that they chose for her to go in contrast of this dress. Maybe the eyeshadow too. I felt maybe they could have glammed her up a little bit more in the makeup arena. But other than that, I think that she looks beautiful, and the dress is stunning. So, I mean, A+ on this one. Of course, Versace. The next dress featuring here is worn by Michaela Rodriguez, designer Balmain. This dress is really cool. The way that they draped it is man, it must have taken a lot of work to get this to look the way it does. The color is really beautiful. It's a rich, bluish purple is what I see. She looks really beautiful. She's got a very serious look going on, but she definitely has the figure for it. Her hair has that kind of like, Hollywood glam kind of wave, and the necklace that she's wearing, that she looks good. The shoes, maybe I wouldn't have picked those shoes. I don't know if it's the color that's bothering me, but the dress itself, Like, wow, I could just imagine the person draping this on a mannequin and creating this effect. I think it's really beautiful. That off the shoulder, you know, with that bustier, you know, that it just kind of, you know, enhances that area for her. It really is a beautiful dress. I'm gonna look it up and see if I can, you know, zoom in on certain areas. But this is a really cool dress. I really liked it. What did you think? The next dress worn by Salma Hayek was a custom Gucci dress. She looks beautiful in this dress. The dress, I know I'm a sucker for any beaded fabrics. This has heavy beaded detail and some fringe elements. She's petite, and she has a very curvy Latina body. And she has, you know, a larger bust area. So, you know, dresses that accentuate and flatter that feature of her work really well for her. The color is, you know, beautiful. That little bit of black detailing is really cool. And she, you know, her hair swept up that way. She looks beautiful. She looks like, you know, Hollywood glam. This is something I would wear. And it's very much what I would envision ever being on a Hollywood red carpet. So she, you know, she looks beautiful. The next style worn by Letitia Wright is a Prada dress from their spring 2023 collection. I love this dress. I love the fabric. I'm not sure if this is a hand dyed effect that they've done with that burnt orange color into the ivory, or if the fabric was printed on using a printer, but nonetheless, it is a beautiful design. She's tall and slim, it appears, and so, you know, the elongated dress looks really nice on her, paired with those orange heels. You know, she really looks beautiful. I was noticing on the Prada collection that they have this dress in a few other colors. But I would love to wear this dress. I think it's extremely feminine and sleek and sexy with that slit. I think she just looked phenomenal. The next dress I'm featuring was worn by Michelle Williams. It is a Gucci gown. I think this is an exquisite dress. And I will say that because I want to highlight the dress and not the celebrity wearing it right now. I think that for her, this dress didn't work, but on the right person, it would have probably. I'm not even sure. Does this dress get any flack, or was anybody knocking this dress? I don't even know. I don't really care either. But I think that her skin color, she's very pale, and this being a very, very light colored dress on her and a lot going on, I think it could have done better on somebody else that had more of a tanner, darker skin tone. Um, in regards to the dress, I think that there's a lot of work that went into it, so I appreciate that kind of work. And I'm holding like my hand on her side, and I think the dress would have even been better had they not done the tail and maybe the dress on the longer side kind of just hit the floor where her feet are and just gone straight down. I think that like the tailed effect, yeah, it's pretty, but I think that it could have looked even better had the designer behind this dress just gone straight down. I think the dress is beautiful. I don't really like the shoes. And she's a beautiful lady. You know, but I think that it kind of just washed her out. But the dress itself, man, I mean that's a lot of work that went into that dress. So I appreciate it entirely. But you know, other than that, she is beautiful and she looked beautiful. But I just wanted to kind of give you that feedback as to, you know, what I would have done differently with this dress. The next gown I'm featuring was worn by RHEA SEEHORN. The designer is Naeem Khan. This dress is stunning. I am a sucker for anything beaded. I think whoever styled her did a fantastic job, from her hair color down to her lips and her skin color with this dress and the various colors going on. It complemented her completely. the simple black heel with the green clutch. Was that nice little pop that they took from the dress. That color was perfect as a clutch. She looks beautiful, and I was looking at the designer's website and taking a look at his designs, and I would wear a lot of what he has designed. I mean, I'm loving all his designs. He's very talented. So I think this was probably one of my favorite looks of the night. The next gown featured was worn by Daisy EDGAR-JONES, the designer Gucci. I want this dress. This dress is beautiful. I love all the details going on. It's a sexy dress with that lingerie-ish bodice that has, I believe, a corset type detail on the front with boning. And like that little bit of skin showing around the hip where that dark black V goes down into the pleated skirt. It's really beautiful. You know, she's pretty, and I think she looked beautiful in this dress. I know they went with a very soft, natural look with her makeup. And while I love natural looks like that, I don't know, I feel like this dress is so like wow that like a red bold lip would have been like super like high glam, you know, keeping her hair very simple the way they did it and not too much eye makeup. And but I think like a bolder look on the lips would have been really nice here. But I mean, this dress is beautiful. Please, I would love to have this dress. Next dress featured was worn by Monica Barbaro. Dolce & Gabbana created this dress. It's a very classic looking Hollywood glam type dress. She looks beautiful. The red on her and the red lips. See, I'm going into that red lip. I think that it just is that icing on the cake. Her hair is short, so they did a swept back around the ears. Very simple, but she looked beautiful. This isn't a style that we have never seen before, right? We've seen this kind of look before. I love Dolce & Gabbana. I love this dress, and I wanted to feature it because it is simple, you know, and it's just, you know, the bold red color is really, that's what's striking about the dress. But I just think it was a beautiful dress, and she looked beautiful. I have zero complaints on this look. The next dress featured was worn by Julia Garner, designed by Gucci. And so this is another one where I'm kind of going to comment how I did with Michelle Williams. Starting off, I hold my finger to the right side of the photo and I cover that little tail. And I'm telling you, I think the dress would have been better had they just let the 3 cascading tiers hit the floor. Well, the bottom one obviously hit the floor, but it not create a tail. I think that's kind of where I'm not liking the dress in that respect. She's pale skin like Michelle Williams, and so a darker color like this pink is better on her. Maybe that's why I really didn't, you know, like the other dress on Michelle Williams, because it was such a pale color dress on her that a different color may have worked right for her. This dress, I like the bodice. It has kind of like a mermaid, you know, Ariel type of the Little Mermaid type of effect. When you zoom in and you're online and you can zoom into the dress, it's like a rhinestone detailing that you know, comes down from the bodice into the tiers. And I'm not opposed to that. You know, could we do without it on the skirt part of the dress and just leave that beaded rhinestone detail on the upper part of the dress, you know, on the bodice? Maybe that would work. Maybe that would look better. But definitely the tail is what's not, I'm just not loving it, like on the Michelle Williams dress. I do appreciate though the work that goes behind this dress. And to create that effect at the end of each tier, it's beautiful. You know, to me, it's an art. And she looks pretty. She's got really short hair, you know, so there's not much they can do. The lip color, I don't know. Maybe a different color could have been chosen. The simple necklace, you know, that works. But I wanted to feature this dress because, you know, I don't crazy love it, but I don't hate it. I just think that some things could have been done differently during the design and finalizing of the dress. But what do you think? Final style featured was worn by Paige Butcher, designer Marchesa. I don't think I've ever not liked anything I've seen from Marchesa. I would wear all their gowns. This dress is beautiful. I would wear this one. I think she looks stunning in this dress. She definitely wore it well. All of the detail and elements of this dress. I mean, I really have nothing else to say other than it's just a beautiful look. She looked fantastic. I love Marchesa.